In this video, we're going to show you how to perform a brake bleed service on your Volvo XC60. Now, underneath the hood here, you're going to go ahead and locate the master cylinder reservoir underneath this cap right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a drip mat and put it here because we don't want to drip fluid on our engine compartment when we're servicing this. Now go ahead and twist this counterclockwise. And you lift this up and you're disengaging these two tabs on the cowl cover here. Go ahead and set that aside. Your cover is right here for the master cylinder reservoir. We're going to continue by using some spray solvent and we're going to clean off the top. And we want to do this because we don't want to get any debris or dirt inside that reservoir when we open this up. So clean off the cover and do the best you can to clean up around the edges. Next, go ahead and open up that cover, grab that, turn it counterclockwise, twist it all the way until it comes off, and lift it up, and we're going to set that aside. Now, inside here is the fluid. What we want to do is we're going to use our suction tool here. You can use a turkey baster, but this here we find it works best because it has a long, narrow snout. In most cases, you can get down inside. Some of these have filters inside or screens. You can only get so far in there. But we want to go ahead and evacuate as much fluid as we can. And then we're going to put that into a container here. This does not have a removable screen, so all we can do is evacuate however far we can get this port into. And that is pretty much it. The reason why we're doing this here is we want to try and evacuate as much of that old dirty fluid as possible. Let's go ahead and remove all this stuff here, set that aside. Next, we'll go ahead and top this off with some fresh fluid. I'm going to use a small funnel here because I don't want to drip it anywhere. And according to the cover here, it says use a DOT 4 only. So go ahead and grab the appropriate brake fluid. And then we want to go ahead and watch this and we're going to fill it up. Now it's okay if we overfill this a little bit because we are going to be bleeding the system and we're going to be draining a whole bunch of fluid out as we burp the system. Once you have this filled up, go ahead and grab that cap, spin that back on. We're going to leave all this open. We're going to keep our funnel here because we're going to be filling this up later on. Let's continue to our brake bleeding process. Now we're going to go ahead and start at our left front wheel, proceed to the right front, and then to the left rear, driver's side rear, and then finishing up on the right rear. Now we're going to go ahead and start our brake bleeding process. We have someone inside the vehicle that's going to assist us in doing this job. Now we're starting over at the left front wheel, and right here you're going to go ahead and locate your bleeder screw. Now on this particular vehicle, it's an 11 millimeter, and we have our bottle here to go ahead and capture the fluid that we're going to evacuate from the system. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have that person inside the vehicle. They're going to pump up the brakes about 3 to 4 times and hold pressure. We're going to open this up, burp out any air or dirty fluid that is in there. We're going to close it, and then we're going to let them release that pedal. And we're going to repeat this process a few times. So let's go ahead and do that. If you could please pump it up. Now keep in mind, it's always good to be wearing safety glasses and gloves when performing a job like this. I'm going to go ahead and crack this open. I'm going to seal it up. Good, pump it up. Now inside, they're going to let me know when that pedal hits the floor, so I can go ahead and close this. Now we're holding. And snug it and go ahead. Now you can see we're not getting air bubbles here, but we do have some residual dirty fluid. We're going to do it one more time. Open that. And we're going to close that up. Go ahead and pull this off. Now on your vehicle, you may have noticed that you had a rubber cap on this bleeder screw here. Ours came in without it. But if you had that rubber cap, just simply pop that off, perform this job, and then you can go ahead and put that on. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and spray this with some solvent. That's going to go ahead and get rid of any brake fluid that might have been dribbling out there. We're going to go ahead and repeat this process. We're going to go over to the passenger side. We're going to do it over there, and then we're going to top off the master cylinder and make sure that fluid is topped off up top. Now let's go ahead and top off the master. You just want to wait a couple seconds here, make sure that the fluid itself levels off. Now that that's settled, we're good. We're topped off to the max line there. Install the cap. Now that we've wrapped up topping off the master cylinder, here we are at the driver's side rear wheel. Now on our back bleeder screw here on this particular vehicle, we found that our 3/8 wrench actually fit. It's a little bit smaller than the front. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. I'm going to continue that process. Go ahead and pump it up. Pump it up. And go ahead. And one more. Now you can see that we have good clean fluid coming through and no more air bubbles. Make sure that's good and snug. Pop off our hose here. Don't forget to clean this up. I'm going to go ahead and continue this process over to the right rear. Once we're done at that right rear, we're going to go ahead and top off that master cylinder one more time. Now let's go ahead and top off the master. You just want to wait a couple seconds here, make sure that the fluid itself levels off. Now that that's settled, we're good. We're topped off to the max line there. Install the cap. Take the cover, line up your two tabs with the notches and then turn it clockwise to lock it and secure it.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.